staff who are working here. Your Excellency, I'm also accompanied by my wife. Let me also recognize her. Otherwise, maneno inaweza kuharibika. Your Excellency, today is a great day for the people of Bungoma. May I take this opportunity to warmly welcome you. I want to thank you most sincerely for choosing us to host this year's Madaraka Day. I wish to share with you the warm greeter whom I know are following this occasion with joy. Today, we remember and celebrate the wisdom and the courage of our founding fathers who faced serious adversity to gain our independence and create a nation called Kenya. This very stadium that is hosting the auspicious 61st Madaraka Day is named after one of the greatest sons of our time, the late Honorable Masinde Muliro, a true champion of the second liberation. We celebrate these fallen heroes even as we of the fact that despite divergent backgrounds and varying viewpoints, they fought for the same cause. We are here because of your benevolence, Your Excellency. We could not, as a county government, have achieved this and to this standard of the stadium even if we saved for the next 20 years. Your Excellency, devolution is at the heart of the new constitution and a key vehicle for addressing historical disparities which have long led to conflicts. Our system of devolution combines a measure of autonomy and interdependence leading to a cooperative system between the two levels of government. This requires that both embrace a system of consultation, negotiation, and consensus building in the run-up of state affairs. Mr. President, on behalf of the devolved units, I want to thank you and commend you for your continued support for devolution and especially devolving these national celebrations to counties, for this strengthens your presidential resolve to support counties and the devolution agenda in your national endeavors. It is therefore a great honor for us as counties and as the people of Bungoma that you have chosen to share this national celebration with us. It would be remiss of me not to pass the gratitude of the people of Bungoma. Mr. President, all the major roads in Bungoma town and its environments are well lit, hence promoting a 24-hour economy in our town. Our airstrip at Matulo can now safely land a 35-seater plane, but it's our wish and focus that in the future it be upgraded to an international airport. And Your Excellency, when it's at that level, we want to propose on behalf of the people of Bungoma that it be named after you. Our Masinde Muliro Stadium is in the process of being completed to perfection with a seating capacity of 20,000 people, with all roads around it well paved. Tunasema asante sana. To address the challenges of crop failure in order to ensure our people have options. As the chair of the Agriculture Committee, I look forward to the support. Election alone, it can only be truly seen with the benefit of time from the perspective of 20 years, not 20 days. Everything that you have done for the people of Bungoma will live forever in our hearts. Thank you, Your Excellency, sir. Your Excellency, addressing a magnitude of this, a crowd of this magnitude, you can get changanyiko kidogo. It is now my singular honor and duty to invite the Deputy President to come and make remarks and invite you. Thank you, Your Excellency, sir.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of our Defense Forces, Dr. William Ruto, Your Excellency, the First Lady, Mama Rachel Ruto, the Governor of Bungoma County, my friend and college mate, Kenneth Makelo Lusaka, aka Babawini, the short man from Kamkuya, Cabinet Secretary is present, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, the Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, the Speakers of the two Houses, the Chief of Defense Forces, and the service commanders, the people of Goma, hamjambo. Bungoma hui. Bungoma hui. Watu wa Muliro hamjambo. Your Excellency, I'll be very brief because my role in this great county of Bungoma, in the heart of Mulembe Nation, is to usher you to talk to the people of Kenya. But let me say, Your Excellency, you are the vision carrier of our administration, and those of us you have given the privilege to serve under you remain committed and focused to assist you in the transformation of our great republic so that the people of Kenya have better lives and the improvement of our economic fortunes. But before I call Your Excellency, you allow me 10 seconds to digress just a little bit. Before the advent of Manchester United and Arsenal, we used to have a great contest in the 80s and the 90s between Gor Mahia and AFC Leopards. During that time, I was a keen fan of football. I was and remain a great supporter and fan of AFC Leopards. With those few remarks, please be upstanding and help me to usher in the President of the Republic of Kenya, President William Ruto. Mr. President.
Of Kenya's finest sons, illustrious Masinde Muliro, and to lead Kenya in celebrating the 61st Madaraka Day. On this anniversary, we mark the emphatic success of our freedom struggle, the triumph of the many gallant men and women who made immense sacrifice for the cause of freedom and justice, and the vindication of the principles and values which inspire the people of Kenya to stand as one, resist oppression, and unite to claim their sovereignty and to win the freedom to build a nation in accordance with our own aspirations. The reason for making this day are principally that the aspirations which motivated our heroes over 6 decades ago life today, but they are also the bright flame that sets our souls and minds alight with ambition and urgency and illuminate the path to each one of us to pass to progress. We have come a long way. In the course of our journey, we have made Kenya a strong state, anchored by a people united by fierce patriotism, love for one another, a shared vision of progress, and a public service with a high capacity to coordinate development and to provide security. Additionally, our country is a thriving, competitive, and diversified economy well into its transformational takeoff, and a democracy which protects freedom, drives democracy, and places the people of Kenya at the front and center as the authors and beneficiaries of this great nation's affairs. Therefore, every person in this country has the freedom and opportunity to make their contribution by giving their best in what they do. This is the source of our glory. Madaraka recognizes that Kenya's freedom was won by resolute farmers and determined workers on their shambas and their brave sons and daughters in forests, cities, factories, and plantations. Madaraka reminds us not to look down upon the labors of others, regardless of their occupation, because work makes a great people and a strong nation. Rather, Madaraka encourages us to do whatever we must to honor and support everyone who works, because that is the best way of achieving prosperity and security in a nation. Madaraka Day celebrates the birth of a nation out of the totality of the labors of millions of its people. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is the day to remember that work is important. Every hustle matters, and that nation building is a bottom-up affair. Let no one look down upon the life or livelihoods of another, and let no one be made to feel despised because of their work. Our economy depends on every form of service and labor. From the milling of sugarcane, millet and sorghum, to the ginning of cotton and the roasting of coffee beans in this country, our agriculture sector continues to fire the powerful engine of economic transformation to propel this great nation into a food-secure, internationally competitive trading giant that can hold its own in the East African community and leverage other trading frameworks such as the COMESA, Africa Growth and Opportunities Act, the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, with ease. Agriculture remains sufficiently attractive enough to sustain investment in every node of the food system. Agriculture's direct contribution to our GDP is 25%, while its indirect support to other economic pillars such as manufacturing boosts the GDP by a further 27%. Agriculture also employs directly or otherwise an estimated 40% of our population. To build a robust and thriving economy, enhance social inclusion and improve environmental conservation on this critical sector, the government has deployed an agriculture-led, all-of-society approach in the form of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, of which agriculture is a critical, central, strategic pillar. Under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, we will reduce hunger, fight poverty, and improve the health outcomes of Kenyans. I am particularly delighted that agriculture and food security are the chosen theme of this year's celebration in this great agricultural county of Bungoma. We appreciate the determination of small-scale farmers who are the backbone of Kenya's agricultural sector in their efforts to produce sufficient and varied food to meet their national health and other daily needs. Against many odds, our farmers have defied systemic and structural constraints and limitations to make a contribution to households and national food security requirements and to propel the economy into the future. We understand, we cherish, and we value our farmers. Consequently, we have partnered effectively with farmers and other food system value chain actors, such as input suppliers, producers, processors, and support service providers to transform their productivity beyond subsistence and enhance the country's food security. This has been made possible through interventions in key value chains like maize, livestock, tea, coffee, edible oils, cashew nuts, pyrethrum, flowers, avocado, and macadamia nuts. We now have the potential to become a competitive regionally, globally, by utilizing the unique capacity of cooperatives to mobilize production on scale through the provision of government-supported agricultural extension services. The sugar industry is a highly strategic subsector whose value chains have been the mainstay of the local economies of our sugar belt and a generator of this reason, we are firmly committed to an increasing model that will guarantee prompt payment for cane deliveries by farmers, timely wages for factory workers, and a bonus to sugars after leasing is completed. I am proud to announce that the government has approved the first tranche of 600 million for seed cane development, and the National Treasury shall shortly release these funds to farmers. Recently, smallholder tea farmers exported Ketepa's value-added teas to West Africa and China. The government has also increased farm-to-table food safety through frameworks such as the Food Safety Policy, and a Food Safety Coordination Bill is underway. To ensure our capacity to coordinate agricultural production and deliver service to the sector more efficiently, we are developing and integrating a farmers and agripreneurs database into the Kenya Integrated Agriculture Information System. As we speak, the database already has 6.4 million registered farmers, and our aim is to serve them better by improving access, sharing and utilizing of information in the agricultural sector. We have just witnessed a cohort of 2,000 agripreneurs trained by the government of Kenya. There are 18,000 agripreneurs around the country whom we have commissioned today to take charge of our agriculture across Kenya. The power of the database is beyond doubt. In recent months, farmers have been able to access subsidized fertilizer from the fertilizer subsidy program, as well as animal feed and certified seed, more efficiently, more affordably, and more transparently. Since we began to distribute subsidized fertilizer last year, 15 million bags of 50 kilograms of crop and soil-specific fertilizers have been distributed. Our strategic intervention have led to a marked increase of value addition initiative. Measures are underway to boost coffee productivity from 2 kilograms to 10 kilograms per tree, and from 50,000 metric tons to 102 metric tons a year by 2027. Under the coffee sector reform that we initiated, a 4 billion coffee cherry fund was established, 2 billion of which has been paid, with a balance allocated for payment in the 2024-2025 financial year. This will ensure farmers get good returns for their investments. We are also writing off Kenya shillings 6.7 billion debt owed by coffee cooperatives around Kenya. And specifically, in this write-off, Bungoma County, the cooperatives in Bungoma County, 300 million shillings will be written off for cooperatives in Bungoma County. In the edible oils value chain, the government's plan involves boosting the production of sunflower, palm oil, and canola by working with counties. In 2023, 70 tons of sunflower seeds were purchased, with 40 tons distributed to farmers. Another 40 tons of seed have been allocated to the Agricultural Development Corporation for seed multiplication. Additionally, the government through the Agriculture and Food Authority has produced and distributed 500 metric tons of seeds worth 241 million to farmers in 24 counties, including those in this region, as seed cotton production is underway. In the financial year 2024-2025, Kenya shillings 400 million has been budgeted for this program under the National Edible Oils Program project. We are on course with our plan to increase cotton production from 2,500 bales in 2022 to 107,000 bales by 2025 and modernize all ginneries around Kenya. The aim is to expand cotton farming from 9,300 acres in 2022 to 41,000 acres in 2023, distributing 15,700 kilos of seed to farmers in Busia and another 20,000 kilos to farmers in Meru, Makueni, Kitui, and Machakos, among the 24 counties that are in our program. Subsidized fertilizer will also be provided through the tried and tested e-voucher for both our sugarcane and cotton farmers as well. Additionally, 5,000 hectares have been harvested in Lamu of cotton. The government has also worked with stakeholders to negotiate a price increase for farmers from Kenya shillings 54 shillings a kilo to Kenya shillings 72 shillings a kilo. In the 2024-2025 financial year, 150 million has been allocated for the cotton industry revitalization program. We have also witnessed the negative effects of climate change, most notably through extreme climatic phenomena. Last year, a long, bitter drought ended, giving way to a spell of vicious storms and devastating floods. It is now clear to us that climate change presents serious challenges to food security and economic recovery. The flooding, mudslides, and landslides that the country has experienced in the past 6 months may have slowed us a little. However, the effects of global warming have not killed our resolve to become food secure and grow economically. Instead, climate-related risks and hazards have threatened our determination to increase investment in climate action and to build resilience against disruptive forces of nature. The government will continue to champion afforestation and the restoration of degraded landscapes and mobilize Kenyans to plant trees throughout the Republic to restore the environment and our biodiversity. We encourage increased use of climate-smart technologies such as the Kenya Veterinary Vaccine Production Institute, KVVAPI, produced to actualize the bottom-up economic transformation agenda in relation to the livestock sector. The government is focusing on commercializing and reforming the dairy and 10,000 vulnerable youth and women-led to 36 million pairs worth 72 billion by 2027. I have made this commitment that shortly we transform the leather value chain from one driven by export manufacturing internationally competitive. At the same time, construction of the Kenya Leather Industrial Park at Kenani, Machakos County is 85% complete. This park will have a common affluent treatment plant, reducing trade barriers and establishing a dairy stabilization revolving fund to manage milk surpluses and deficits and prompting higher national milk consumption, 1,000 million by the end performance and health, improve animal welfare and productivity, and ensure the production of safe, high quality animals, and thus promote food security. Under this program, more than 22 million cattle will be vaccinated against foot and mouth disease, while 50 million goats will be vaccinated through homes and improvements to transform the livestock sector, guide training institutions, and provide a predictable environment to attract Indians who are enrolled in various livestock training institutions in 2023 to study animal health and husbandry, leather technology, dairy technology, and meat and the blue economy. We have established 11 new landing sites in the coastal region and financed the operation of pig management, implements manufacturing towards our health agenda. The bottom-up economic transformation of Kenya Authority. The third critical strategic decision was to invest intensively in agriculture and food security, together with other pillars of our bottom-up economic transformation and linkages with the trade investment counterparts for our producers beyond our borders is absolutely necessary. I stand here, therefore, to urge our farmers to the US market for African exports and catalyze the rapid growth of Kenyan exports, especially in the textile, and apparel sector. My call similarly applies to Kenyans. I know that there is plenty of sun elsewhere. I just want to promise you that this will be the last time that you will be beaten by the sun. Airport mpya, matatizo kidogo ni kwamba hatuna ardhi ya kutosha, lakini wale mko na date kule Eldoret ama kule Kisumu mnaweza kuja. Ya tatu, kwa muda ama kwa akipeleka miwa yake arudi nyumbani na pesa yake. Ya pili, wafanyikazi watalipwa. Tumalize siasa ya ukabila katika taifa letu la Kenya. Jambo la pili, ilitoa mwongozo that we will work hard to make sure that our politics is focused on an agenda of developing Kenya, that we are going to make sure na tutahakikisha ya kwamba tunaunganisha taifa letu la Kenya. Kila Mkenya mahali popote alipo ajivunie ya kwamba taifa hii ni taifa letu. I promise not to let you
Basi Mheshimiwa Rais, kwa heshima tuweze kutulia. Wale wengine tafadhali viongozi tukilie jukwani ili tuweze kuheshimu itifaki ya kuondoka.